So, we are getting rotors going. Let's go ahead and get those rotors. So, I need, how many assemblers were we able to fit on this previous setup? 5. 1, 2, 3. There's only 4. These things are like twice as big. So I need enough stuff to make 4 assemblers. So 2, 3, 4. So actually I almost have enough. I only need 4 more rotors and 3 more modular frames. I should just be able to go downstairs and build those real quick. Alright, and then we'll get the supply line set up and we'll be ready to go. Okay. Alright, so 3 modular frames. Well, hopefully I have the stuff, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rotors. We need a few more screws. There we go. Okay. Alright, so let's get our supply line set up. And then we will be getting rotors, and then we can work towards modular frames. We have almost all the low-level tech going. So, okay, so I want the I want to start this assembler right here. Okay, all right. So let's place the assembler so I know where we need to put our supply lines here. All right, so kind of right at the edge. Let me actually put a platform here so I can stand. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be right here. Assembler. Pretty sure that was the way we had it before. Slightly over the edge. Let me see if that's similar to over here, just so it's aesthetically right. Well, looks like it's a couple spaces up. Do I want those extra spaces so it lines up? This lines up with the constructors. I feel like this is enough space for where we are, so we're gonna go with that. Because we have some clearance over here. Some clearance, Clarence. Let's make it line up with the others. Let's see if it'll show me the green line when it lines up with the other one. It doesn't. I think it was there then. Let me see. Does that look right? Yeah, that looks right. I think. I guess I can measure it with this thing. So pole goes in there slightly. Pole goes in there slightly. Okay, so that looks right. Okay, so now what we have to do... Oh, except that I turned it the wrong direction. Okay, we need... Oh, there we go. There's the green line, because I have to orient it correctly. So we need to get the screws around to this side. So I think what we're going to do is have the screws on top, pulling in here, and then the output be on the bottom. So we are pulling... You are making rotors, which is iron rods and screws. So iron rods are here. So we do... splitter off the end here, and I think this one can probably be slow because this limiting factor is going to be the screws. All right, so we got to get these 3 levels of screws around here, and these are definitely going to need to be the Mark II belts. Okay, so basically I need to get it over to here. So this is going to be like 4 high, 3 or 4 high, maybe only 3. I'm gonna need some more of this stuff. That's encroaching on. What is that encroaching on? A belt? This belt right here? Ah, yeah, this belt. All right, that's fine. All right. This takes cement. This does. I'm gonna need way more cement. Go get concrete, and we should have everything we need for this, hopefully. Okay. 700 concrete. Okay. Alright. During all this time, we should have been banking a whole bunch of reinforced iron plates, which is good because we need those for the modular frames, I believe. So basically, I need to come around with these belts. So in order to do that, if I just do something like this, hopefully this will work. Because we're going to have an output on this first line, on the bottom line. So I don't need the output until at the end of this guy. At least 3 of these guys. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, I doubled up one of these guys. There. Why don't you show me that they line up? Because they line up. 2, 3. Alright, that's where the output should start there on the bottom row. So we just need to get the screws over here. So it's the top 3. And the top one will immediately pull. I actually don't need, since I'm not using this bottom one, I could have it go like this. Yeah, it's encroaching on this power line. I need to move this power line. You are connected to that power line and that power line, it looks like. Okay, so, and that one, okay. Alright, so let's move this power line like up here if I can. Right over here. Yeah, that should work, I think. And you were going to that guy. Alright, let's see if I can fit it through here. Encroaching others' clearance. Frickin' belt in the way. Frickin' hell. Alright, which belt is it? It's, I think, this belt here. So if I do this. There we go. So dumb. So dumb. No. What? I can't. Oh, come on, man. Power lines should not cause this issue. I'm just going to say, power lines should not cause this issue. If power lines are going to do stupid crap like this, then... Wait, now why is this... What clearance is this now encroaching on? What the hell? Oh, it's freaking this guy. If they're gonna make power lines do this, they need to allow you to adjust how power lines work. Because it's so freaking stupid. Ugh, it's annoying as hell. There we go. Okay, so that's that one. See, it could go through the buildings, but it can't go through belts. It's like, it's not consistent what power lines are not allowed to do. It's really annoying. Okay, so now I gotta fix all these things, man. Nope. Belt first. Screws back up to there. And then splitter from there to there. Okay, that fixes what we just messed up, and that fixes our power lines. Okay. Alright. Alright. So all that was to make this belt able to get through here. Hopefully I gave it enough space. It should. Although there's a frickin' power line there, so I might have to frickin' move the power line. Alright, so we want to go from here to here. Still encroaching. Okay. Okay. Screw this power line. We'll replace it after we get our belts placed. What's the clearance issue? It's frickin' this guy. Damn it. There it is. Okay. So we shouldn't need that one there. Can I put this power line back to reality where you were going here? Yes. Okay, good. All right, so that should be screws all coming around here. And we're going to have the first line of screws. So I had 3 lines of screws. I was thinking I had 4. Why did I think I had 4? Was I supposed to have 4? Oh, because I didn't have as many as the previous place. So I'm going to have 1 line of screws splitting off here. Have a splitter. So the ones that are making the most are going to be the front line ones. So we're going to have the top one split. So what we're going to do is have this guy feed into this first place. There. I need to replace this splitter from here. There. Okay. And now that that's broken up, I can leave this line open for the output. So that's perfect. Alright, so I need more reinforced iron plates, which look like they were backed up. Does that mean I have an entire line full of reinforced iron plates? That would be amazing. But it's not the case, sadly. But I have a full thing filled with them. That's awesome. Ooh, that's a lot of reinforced iron plates. Why aren't you guys going? Ah, you're backed up because you're just too many screws. That's why. Okay, so let's get the power for this guy so it starts going. And we can start getting our output stuff set up. So, power line. You have 1 more power line available. Is there one over here I can pull off of? Yes, over here. Okay, so let's see. Approaching. Oh, there's clearance. Hey, okay, we'll take that. Alright, so power you. Alright, so now it's getting the screws. Okay. And then once you're done making them, you can... What are these making? Rotors? I don't think we need a fast belt for this. We can go to right there for the output. And this output will go all the way across. Alright, we got rotors. Wow, that's cool looking. That is cool looking. Alright, we got rotors going. So let's get our belts continuing here. You know, I don't think we're going to have enough screws for 4 of these guys to go. Maybe if I overclock one of the screw things and use some Mark III belts, possibly. Alrighty, let's go for the next guy here. Assembler. Okay. Sleeve is right there. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah. Okay, so you are making rotors, and we're going to split off from these guys. To there. And then we can actually move you from there to like this. Cool. We power you. And you're going. Very nice. Okay. Alright, so we'll need another power line here. Let's go to the next guy somewhere over here. Okay. Let's get our belts here. I might only need this to be too high now. Yeah, this is going to all be gated by how many screws I can get to these guys. I wonder if I could have fit another screw constructor. I'll have to see about that. We'll figure out by how many each one's making. If we can optimize this some. Okay. But for now, let's just get this going. Okay, so you are slow belt. No, that is not. I don't even know where you went. It's not right. I have no control over my belts. Alright, I need to not put any mergers or splitters on this belt until after we stack the belts on above it. So I need to keep that in mind. And I think we're going to take these upstairs to store them because upstairs where the steel is happening is well, we'll be turning rotors into other things. So we need to keep that in mind. Okay. Alrighty. So that means these guys can go down. And they're going to go into the next thing here, and you are going to definitely going to have to do a splitter if we want to do 2 more. Yeah, 1, 2 more. Okay, so you are going to merger onto this line. Output. You outputting? Beautiful. Okay. Alrighty. And so we get a assembler. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Just build the damn thing. Okay. Okay, that should be right. Okay. Yeah, this is more assemblers than I think we'll have enough screws to supply. So, like, are you going to be slowed down by number of screws? Yeah, and this is with a dedicated line of screws going into you. So a Mark II belt, fully saturated with screws, is enough to keep this thing going, it looks like. Yes. So if I don't have a full line committed, then I don't know that this one will be enough unless I can get more screws. So let's get this guy going, and then we'll look about optimizing after we get these things up into a storage so we start banking these things. So I'll do a splitter. I don't want to do a splitter for now. I'll do a splitter for now, but we might not actually use another layer of those things. Approaching other clearance. It's probably that guy right there. Can I go from here, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Alright, and you are making rotors. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to do do I want to continue this belt down? Alright, I guess we will, even though I don't think there's enough screws for this. We'll do this just so that murders won't get screwed up, hopefully. We'll go down to just there for now. Alright, then I'm merger here. There we go. I need more regular iron plates. There should be some at the top of here I can steal. Yeah, this storage is not actually being used. I might want to increase my iron plate production downstairs somehow. Okay, so let me figure out, what are you missing? You're missing power. Oh, but you're not trying to build anything. Alright, so that's fine. Let me figure out how I'm going to store these things. So I'm going to have these go out the door, Well, I guess I could store them here and then just have a belt go up with the supply of them. Will that be better to actually store them here? I think that might actually be better to store them on this floor and then send them up from the storage. So, let's actually leave a space and store them right here. So that means we're going to have a wall conveyor at the... Am I going to go in the bottom and then they can exit the back top? Yes, I think I like that. Okay, so... 1, no, 3, stop doing that. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to put this in the right location so it's the belts don't get all wonky here. So it's not going to line up with those guys. So if you're OCD, apologize. I apologize, because this is not so OCD friendly anymore. 2, 3. No, this is backwards. I want it to go out. So we're going to come in this side, wrap around, and then go out that way. That's the plan. Okay. So it's one space there, and it's turned around. And that should be right. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Why would you go the opposite? Why would you swap? Why would you do that? Fix your crap. Okay. So we're going to have our output go right in here and around. Yes. Okay. And we can put the little climby thing on this side here. Okay, this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Hello. Snap. Snap, crackle, pop. Go. Go, and then it'll go out from this top storage to the second floor, where we will eventually turn these into other things for steel. I think rotors turn into like stators or something. I forget all this stuff turns into. Okay, climbing this is okay. It's better to climb from the other side. Go. Go. And so we want a... Oh, God. Nope. It's not what I pressed. There to there. And now we can go from there outside. Okay. Alrighty, we got some rotors going. That's a beautiful sight. That's actually, that looks amazing, actually. Okay. Because, yeah, this guy right here, let's look at the screws. Well, it's a little bit ahead on screws. If it got to 66, then we'd know we'd have excess enough, I feel like, to supply this one more. Is there any way to increase my screw production over here, or pulling from where we're already making screws, like if we have an excess over here, possibly? Probably not, because even over here, this bottom row and the top row are not. Yeah, these guys, the ratio is about... Okay, so this one's getting a bunch of extra screws. Okay, so which level is that? So we got this one level that's get a bunch of extra screws, and that's this level right here. So if I wanted to be cheeky, I could pull from there and get an extra... I don't think I want to do that, though. That would actually possibly have a negative impact on my production over here. Yeah, because like this one's a little slow. I would actually want to balance the one supplying these two here. How about you? How are you doing? Yeah, you're about right. You're about even. You're behind on screws. You're overflowing on screws. And you're You're about even. So what I would need to do here is balance these two, and then maybe figure out how I can increase screw production over there. So how could I balance those two? I don't know how to do line balancers in this game like in Factorio. So it's these two lines. This one's got plenty. This one's got not enough. Let me see where I'm pulling them from and see if I can balance those out somewhere. So it's those two middle lines. So it's these two middle guys here. So it's basically this third one is not getting as many as this second one is. So this supply is not as much as the second floor. So we have two. So we got two supplying the second row. This third row I think is only supplied by one. Yes, this one's only supplied by one. And this other one is supplied by two. So yeah, I didn't quite balance out these guys right. How many screw producers? I didn't math this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of these guys. The problem is, if I condense those down to 3, then I'm missing one line of screws, I think, for this production. Is that right? Yeah, because I wanted 4 lines, because 4 lines supplies gives 1 screw line for each one of these assemblers. I think I may leave it. What I'll do is like take half of these. There. That will catch back up. And I'll just like manually inject to the one that's... Is it you that's behind? Which is the one that's behind? Yeah, it's you. Manually inject there because you'll get caught up quickly. We'll actually put half of these in since I kind of mess you up so you don't get behind. Okay. And so let me see if there's a way I could increase this one over here to get one more line, because this is actually more like what it's supposed to be, where we have 3 lines of screws going into 3 assemblers, and optimally I would get a 4th line of screws to go into this assembler for rotors. Now let me see how I did screws here and see if there's any way I can do that. So we got 1 thing of screws, and you're merging, so that's 2 assemblers into 1 line, 2 assemblers into a 2nd line. Oh, this guy's not going into a line. Okay, I didn't get that set up. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, okay. Oh, I'm glad I checked this. All right, I didn't quite finish that yesterday, I guess. Can that go in there? No, too steep. And that's the line I want it to go onto, right? Yes. It's too steep even with the way I moved it. Really? Really, you're too steep? If I do like a little loop-de-loop here. This might work. No, not like that. Like this. If I do this to that, that's too steep. Are you freaking kidding me? All right, let's go a little bit further then. It's like right here. Go. And then from there over to there. Encroaching others clearance. What is encroaching? So the power line. No, it wasn't the power line. Is it actually this belt that's it's encroaching? What are you encroaching? Oh, it's probably this assembler that's encroaching. Can you go around the other way? Okay, maybe we can go around the other direction here. This is definitely spaghetti mode we've got going on right now. There we go. Alright, that's spaghetti, but we'll make it work. Okay. Alright, so that will actually fill out that line. I need to get this thing back connected to splitter here. There we go. Okay, nice. And I don't need this right here. Okay. Alright, so that fixed that. So if I wanted to get more screws to get down to here, I would need to see if any of these lines are banking screws that I could split off of. The most hopeful one would be this one, if you're banking screws, which you're not. You are pretty well right at the balance we need there. Gets to 44 before it finishes, yeah. This guy here. Yeah, same. Basically, a tier 2 belt saturated with screws is just about the balance we need for each of these. So I would basically need 2 more constructors to get enough screws for you. And I don't know that I can make that happen with the space we have here, so I might just leave this space open and say this is the stuff we're going to have. I mean, I had this extra line. How are our, looks like our rods are backing up, so that's a good thing. I guess I could see if I pulled this off how badly this would be affected, screw-wise. Because, I mean, if I have 2 working at half capacity, that's the same as one working at full capacity. I guess I'll see. I'll just kind of see how it balances out. Because if it's 2 working at not half capacity, but like 2 at 60%, that would be better than one working at full. So, okay. So 1, 2. There. Yeah. So you would be making more rotors. I'm going to do a splitter from here. And we would just have this line go from there. Okay. Approaching others' clearance. Really? Okay, so what if we put a little thingy here? There we go. Alright. I need to power this guy. I'm probably not going to use this one, but I'm going to do it just to see how they balance out. If they balance out. These would only be useful if I got another thing of screws. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Basically, I'm looking at these 2 screw lines here. So it was a fully saturated Mark II going into there. Now it's half saturated, going to do different ones. So let's see how long it takes it to get to 22. If it's more than the time it takes to make one, I think it's not worth. So it's about 12 shy. Is it the same over here? finish at like when we get 10 extras. You know, what I could do, I should get 2 of my overclockers and slow these down. If I slow them down, and as long as they're not at 50%, that would be better. Let me actually give that a try here. And I could overclock that one that's overflowing with screws too. That's making reinforced plates. My overclockers are in here, I believe. All right, let's make use of these things. All right. Okay, so it's these 2 here. So, if I underclock you, I basically want it to get to 22 right as it finishes producing, so. Oh, I guess I don't even need that to underclock you, do I? Okay. Underclock. Alright, so let's go to like 60% here. So I basically want it to be full of screws by the time it does its next thing. And if it's 50%, which is probably for 50% would be about right. Well, it might be a little over 50%. Let me see what 60 does here. Underclocking. Underclocking. Not as popular as overclocking. Okay, that was actually closer. Let's go down to 54%. 55 here. Let's try this. 55% clock speed. Will you get 44 screws before it finishes producing? Eight, 9, almost. Let's go down to 52% here. 52. And if I do this, I mean, if I do this, it's probably be the same as putting one at 104% or something if I have 2 of these. So this is probably not worth it. It's probably better to overclock 1 than to underclock 2. Yeah, I think this is kind of a waste of resources to do this. So let's let this guy finish whatever he's currently doing. And then we're going to take this one out. Yeah, sorry, guy. Just not efficient. Not efficient. I'd have to get another line of screws to really make this work. Okay. So what that means, though, is I think I could overclock all of these guys, though. So I don't really need this splitter here, so let's get rid of it. I just connect that to there. No, let's just get rid of this. Please don't mess up clearance. Frickin' hell, I knew that was going to happen. Nope. That's that. Mark II belt. Merger. And there we go. Okay. So what I will try to do is see what the best ratio is with overclocking for these guys. So it was pretty much exact, I think, right where I wanted it to be without overclocking. 3, 4. I could maybe overclock it by a very small amount because it gets about 6 extra. So let's see if we can balance it out. Balance it out perfectly. 111%, see what that does. That's really good, actually. Just maybe like 112 or 13. See what that does. That one's a little too fast, it looks like. Because there's a delay, there's a bit of a delay if it doesn't have its resources right as it's going to try to start. close. Let's do, I think 112 might be perfect. Can I get you 112 there? Let's see. I think that might actually be just a little too fast as well. I had a little bit of excess. I think 111 was where I want it. Yeah, let's go down to 111. 111 or 110. It's got a few excess, so we need to empty out the excess. Actually, let's do it this way. Okay, here we go. Now we'll be able to check. Once it gets full up and starts one, see if the second one will start the exact time that it finishes making the first one. Actually, 111's a little too fast. Okay. All right, we'll just overclock these to 110%, and I'll come back and look at the other one. So 110%. I won't be totally min-maxing, although I'm kind of min-maxing with how much time I just spent on that. So this one, you'll be at 110%. You're actually a little ahead right now because you got all those excess screws for being half for a while. Okay. So let's see if at 110% this is balanced out yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that looks just right. 110% looks just right. Unless you get delayed on this next one, which you might actually get. Yeah, slightly delayed. So what is this? Efficiency, 84%. So it's telling me the efficiency, 78%. This one's at 100%. But that's because it had excess screws in there. So it looks like 110 is actually still a little too high. Alright, well, it's probably not worth too much, these things, but I'll just put it down to like 107 or something, and hope it'll be at peak efficiency with that. Probably trying to overclock something that requires so many resources like this is probably not worth it. Although, you know what? Maybe overclocking the screw production would be a way to help out the belt that's not getting enough things. Let me actually look at that. This guy that was not getting enough screws over here. Maybe if I overclock one of the screw producers. Well, I don't think that'll work because I think we're fully saturating. Oh, okay. Well, we're not fully saturating this. So if I were to overclock you, because you're the one. Okay, you are merging. We would want to overclock the one that doesn't have a merger. Which was the one that's not getting merged. So we have 2. Oh wait, this one is not merging with anything, is it? It's got a merger, but it's not actually merging with anything. So it is this guy. Yes, so it's you. Alright, so let's overclock you as much as we can. Can we overclock you enough to where you actually create a full belt? Hey, here we go. There we go. That might actually fix our issue. Okay. I wonder if I overclocked all my screw producers over here, if that would give me enough. These guys have 3 lines. If I overclock 2 of these guys... Okay, I think with overclocking we can do what I want to do here. Alright, so what I need to do is... I need to get an extra line of screws. I need to have one... how are we going to do this? So basically we're going to have 2 supplying 2 lines, then 2 each supplying 1 that are overclocked at 150%. So in order to do that, the issue will be, are they getting enough iron ingots, which should not be an issue. So this should let me be able to make 1 more rotors if I can get this set up right. So we'll have you 2 feeding 1 line, you 2 feeding 1 line, and then these guys are each going to feed their own line. So I'm going to need to go up 1 extra level here. So if this guy feeds not into that, but goes up to another line. So I need to go up here. So I need each of these guys. Okay. Oh wait, that's not what I want to do. I want to go stack 1 higher. Here. Is that where I need to go? You go up, you go up, yes. So let's make it go all the way around so I'm not stopping my production while we get this set up here. Okay, so I basically just need to go 1 more higher here, all the way down. And that's why I kept that row, because I thought I might do that. Okay, okay. Alrighty, so exciting when things start to click. Overclocking. I can see the power. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see if we can make this work. I should have thought of this early. Just overclock the screws. What's wrong with me? Just overclock the thing that we're not getting enough of. Okay. Go. Okay, now, so now if I have that belt go up there, that one go up there, we don't want this merger, because that one will just go to that line. So, that's not what I wanted. We go from there to there. Hopefully this will work with overclocking the screws. It should, if my previous test that we just did works. There. No. And then we just need to connect this line to that line. So it's from there going around to there, and now it's encroaching on clearance again. Encroaching on clearance. What's the clearance issue here? Is this one the power line? Let me see here. It looks like it might be this thing. Again, it's always the frickin' mergers and splitters. There it is. Okay. So that's good. Now we just get this guy. We do a splitter right here. Okay. And so now this thing is not feeding to anybody, so let's get that other assembler, and then we'll look at where we need to add overclockers for the screws. Okay, so assembler. It's going to be this one right here. So we've got right there, I think. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. And it looks like that one is in the way like it was before, yeah, so we just did this kind of thing, I believe. Yeah, there to there. You are making rotors. Great. And then we got a splitter. Oh, I left the splitter here from earlier. Oh. For once, I'm glad I did that. Okay, there we go. Did I leave the merger over here? I did. Good. I did good. There we go. So now we got these going, and if I overclock the screw things that are singles, that's what I need to do. So it's the 2 screw things that are single here, which I think are the last 2 screw things. Power, you need power. Okay. So you should be not getting quite enough. You're actually almost getting enough, huh? Because you're getting a line that's only fed by a single one of these guys, I believe. That's only being created by 1. Oh, wait, no. It's a second row. So it's the second guy. Oh, wait, no, which one is it? Okay, so first row. This one's only doing 1, so this guy. 8, 9, 10. Actually, this is having just enough, it looks like. I probably don't need to overclock this, though. Let's take this out. Because I don't think I want to overclock any of these guys, actually. Let me take these out of all these guys. Because you're working at 83%. Might as well just take this out. Have you work at 100%. Yeah, 87%. These guys aren't working at 100% anyway. This should now be going at 100%, hopefully. 89. So it'll slowly go up. So I just need to see, are all of these Mark II belts fully saturated with screws? And it looks like... Wow, how are you... Probably because you had banked up. Oh, it's because the iron ingots are better. They're better than... It's this alternate recipe. This alternate recipe is making it so that they're... You know what? I could probably... Because we're doing an iron ingot recipe, it looks like I don't even need to merge these. Are any of these backing up back here? Are any screws backing up? Yeah, they are actually backing up on these lines where I have mergers. So I probably don't need as many constructors. Or I could probably feed a couple more assemblers. Looking at 90%. How are you the other guys going? 94%. 89%. I think I might need Mark III belts to actually get enough screws to these guys. They're all working about 90% without being overclocked. Okay, all right. We'll call that good. That's got our rotors going. I do want to get modular frames, and for modular frames, I think I did an alternate recipe for those. Did I? I think I did, and we just learned that it looks like modular frames, alternate recipes are always going to be better is what it sounds like. Let me go look at what the alternate recipe is real fast. Alright. Modular frame, alternate iron ingot, alternate screw, alternate modular frame uses steel. Yeah, that's right. The alternate recipe, though, uses reinforced iron plates, and it makes 3. So the regular one makes 1. Ah, it doesn't use more iron plates. It uses less. It just makes more per thing here. So that's 6 plates per 3, as opposed to 3 plates per 1. So it's, what is it? Takes 3 less per modular frame. So we do want to do this setup. Okay, so we want to do modular frames up on the next floor then. Because that's where our steel stuff is going to be. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to need more assemblers. So we need modular frames. So I think we do 4 per row now. So modular frames. I guess I could do our alternate recipe because it's cheaper. So I just need some steel pipes here. Which I actually need steel ingots for. So let's go I should probably just put another craft bench up on the top floor. Honestly, let's go put a craft bench on floor 3. And figure out where we're going to do this stuff. So, because we're going to have to bring the... I don't need to bring the rotors up. Because first I'm going to do the modular frames, and that's our first thing using steel. And this is where we're storing tons of steel here. Anything backed up here for steel? Not yet. But we are getting lots of steel. That's awesome. Oh, okay. So if I wanted to build a workbench, let's do it right by the entrance here. So like right here. Craft bench here. Okay, so we want to make a bunch of steel pipes. So I can make, how many modular frames is it per thing? I think it might be 3, maybe? Yeah, so I want to use his alternate recipes for every single thing I can. It looks like. It's 3 per. Okay, so I need some rotors now, which I can just go grab those from down or just make them. Okay, rotors. Make all those guys. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to get steel pipes. We need to get the steel stuff automated. So, what are the basic steel things? Steel pipes and steel beams. So these are the first 2 things I want to get automated. That takes 3 ingots per. That takes 1 ingot per. So the steel pipes are much less expensive than the steel beams. So I need to take that into account. It's kind of like, so this is more expensive than if I was making iron beam. Iron plates. So if that's a 3 to 1, I probably want to pull from 3 for the beams and pull from 1 for the pipes. It's a 3 to 1 ratio. So I probably want to do something similar to the screws where I have a different line for each one. So how would I, let's try to math this better than I've done in the past. This wall is, okay, that's because that's that kind of wall. Okay. Let me get some walls. Let's build this thing out while I try to think this through. So probably what I could do is, oh, I need to just keep extending this. Have 3 separate lines of steel, belts of steel. And how many constructors do we have in a line? I think it was 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'd have a splitter going off from 1. So that'd be basically 1 of each storage container supplying 2 constructors. I think that's the kind of number we'll be looking at. That's the kind of number we'll plan from the start and see kind of balance-wise how our steel keeps up with that. Oh, I didn't do that one. Okay, good. Is that what we want to do? Because that would mean only 1 steel container is supplying a whole line of pipes. I think that might be okay. With each pipe only taking 1, that would be, so each of these would be supplying 2. That would mean this would be supplying 6 on its own. So I would actually want to get 1 more storage thing of steel. I think I want more steel, actually. I think I might want to spread out my steel a little bit here, or get another steel mine going. What I could possibly just do to start is get it set up and then kind of adjust my steel input to see if I could I do have another coal mine somewhere. And I think I've maximized my steel production at the one place that we did start it. Are these Mark 1 belts? These are Mark 1 belts. I wonder if I can speed this up anywhere here. Well, this is not a fully saturated Mark 2 belt either. So my steel, I could definitely get more steel going. Looks like, well, now it's fully saturated down there. Okay, it's not completely saturated. I might need to look at getting more steel. But let's get these things started. So we're going to have one line for 6, constructors for beams, and 1 for pipes. Let's do the pipes. No, let's do beams first, because if I'm going to pull from 3 and then I'm going to pull from 1, we might want to add another one for the beams. So let's do... So I want 6 constructors. Let's get those built so I can figure out spacing of these guys. Alright, so I'm going to need to get these down. So we'll probably want to start it on the second line here. Let's see if hopefully we have enough space to do it this way. So, is that right? Yes, that's 1. Then a space. Our belts there. 2. Three. I did the other way, probably been better. 4. Yeah, looks like we had just enough space. Perfect. 5 and 6. Nice. Okay, so you guys are each going to be doing steel beams. And I haven't got any alternate recipes for any of these guys yet, doesn't look like. Do I have power coming up here? I might not have gotten power set up here yet. Okay. So I would need to get... Hey, nice. Power line up to here. That's another thing. I probably need to get power before I do too much more of any more constructors or anything. I just do all those assemblers. There's power. What is my power looking like? Oh, okay. We're spiking over 400. So probably, what do each of these do? Is it 20 power per constructor or like 5 or 10? Oh, it's only 4. Okay, so I could do this line of I could probably do 2 line of constructors and then do expanding on power. So because I might do more storage there. Let's do power pull to right here, and then go here for now, and then we'll figure out stuff after we get our belts going. Free AC Unity, Foyer Majir says. I'm not familiar with that game. Alright, so what I think I was going to do is have one of each of these lines feeding 2 of these guys for it to be even. So we'll have to see how that works. Hey, we're starting to fill up on our steel though, so that's a good sign as we get going. So it's about time we start using it. So and we'll start with 3 high. So I need to see if I can get, I think I can pretty easily get this here. I'm going to use Mark 1 belts for this. We'll have to see if we need more. Not quite there. Not quite there. So that's too steep. So these guys, I'm going to need to have them climb down, it looks like. Have a little bit of a thing here, because you wouldn't be able to go down to that one either, would you? Oh! That one works. It's only this one that's too steep. Interesting. And it can go that way. How am I going to get this to climb down, actually? You know what? I wonder if... Can you go to the middle one from where you are? You can. It might actually be easier to get this one to come around to that one. Still too steep, so I could get you to... Oh, you can go around to... There's something blue happening. Okay, I could get up to there. Oh, you could actually get to that one. I wonder if you... Could you go down to another one? You can, okay. And you can go down to the bottom one. And you can go to that one. Okay, it's a little funky, but... Alright, that gets steel to all three lines. Perfect. Okay. This one's going to be the output. Hey, what's up, Lego? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you, sir. Alright, so let's get the power going here. So we're going to power these two guys right in the middle. 1, 2. And then these two guys. You know what? These power lines are totally going to be in the way of the outputs, aren't they? Yeah, I can't put them there. Need to be like right next to the machine so that it doesn't get in the way of the belts. Good. Been a while since you could catch a stream. Well, I'm glad you're able to stop by and catch a stream. There's not as many people hanging out while I've been playing Satisfactory and Factory and stuff, but I've been enjoying playing these different style of games than the FTLs and the darkest dungeons and the very punishing other games. These games are more like, it's almost like puzzle games. You're just trying to figure out how to make things work with what you have. Alright. Okay, so let's get our poles stacked here. So I need to go 2, 3. I need to go 4 stacked high until I would pull from the second thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think we'd pull from here, so this next one I think we only need to go 3 high. 1, 2, 3. You're doing 20-hour days, so all you did was sleep and eat when off work? Yikes. That's... sounds like not a good time. Hey, I hope you're making the money, though, if you're pulling that long a days. Alright, so we'll pull off of there. And then we go down to 2, I think, here. 2. You better be making the money if they're going to make you work like that. Holy crap. Two. Pull off the second line from there, and so we should just need 1 after this. 1, and then we go to storage over here. You quit after that, so you've only got 2 days left? Oh, you quit. Nice. You stick it to the man. You stick it to that man. Like, you can't make... I don't stand for this. Alright, so I'm going to see if... I might want Mark II belts, actually. But let me see here. Let me first just try splitter. Let's get 2 of these going so we can see if a Mark I belt will... You know what? I think for sure we're going to need Mark II belts just here. But again, let's give it a try first. And so your output's going to be to there. Okay. And I need iron plates. They're only giving us time back and not paying us for anything over 8 hours. That's just... I feel like you've told me that they did stuff like this before, and that just does not even sound legal, man. That does not... I mean, they make you work 20 hours, not pay you overtime, just like... How do they even give you time back? I mean, I guess that means time off after a certain number or something? That just does not seem right. Does not seem right. Okay, let's see. Where's my plates? You're my plates here, aren't you? Nope, here are my plates. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get 4 stacks there. Okay. Alright, then I need to get up to floor 3. I need to probably get a... Yeah, we should get this as a way to get to floor 3. And I didn't even leave my self space here. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? We need to be able to get up to our 3rd floor from both sides here. Alright, where's my organization? Walkway ramp. Yeah, that's a good question. What job is this? What company is this so I can boycott them? If it's McDonald's or Walmart, I'm already boycotting them just because I don't like them. I worked for Walmart, but still. Huh. I guess it's because of the way my ramps worked out that I did this before, so this is a little funky. You're a development technician running bioreactors and producing the APIs for their drugs. Okay. Well, that sounds way more complicated than Walmart or or McDonald's. So I don't think I can boycott them, sadly. Hello. Can you go the way down? Go. And then we got that up, so we want to go up here. Go. Actually that might, no, that's not, that's right. Okay. How many does it take to get up there? 2, 3, 4. Where will you guys meet? Right here. We meet happily in the middle. There we go. Okay, we got a way up and down from here, this level now. You like Walmart? When I went to the USA, it was like going to the zoo. Like going to the zoo. Yeah, look at all the crazy animals in Walmart. Well, I worked at Walmart for a number of years while I was teaching as like Walmart was my full-time job while I was teaching part-time, and my God, that made me never want to ever go to Walmart again. So I don't go to Walmart anymore. Make some walls here just so I don't accidentally fall off. My phone is going crazy. I'm guessing it's church job stuff. Let me see what's developing here. Probably telling us if we have rehearsal tonight. I might be able to go long if we don't have rehearsal tonight. Let's see here. Plans seem to be coming together in the sanctuary. Tuesday, May 7th. Cheryl playing. Okay, so Tuesday, May 7th at 11 would be a gig. Tuesday, May 7th. Tuesday, May 7th. Okay, I can do that. Alright, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Need to make sure I'm responding to these things. This would mean I'd start my stream late that day, probably by an hour or two, but gotta make that money. Okay, May 7th, Tuesday. Only time you go to Walmart is when it's super convenient. You went to a place called Wagman's, and that had a train in the store. It was pretty cool. Wagman's. Where was this? Was this in the U.S.? We went to a place called Wagman's. Is that like ghetto Walmart? Well, Walmart is the ghetto Walmart. So the high class Walmart? No, that would be Target. Target's the high class Walmart. Okay. So now we need to see if this slow belt is going to be enough. I think it might be. It backed up for a little bit. One, 2, 3. Looks like a slow belt will work. Well, we'll actually have to see once it's not fully saturated here. I think I'm going to have to use fast belts here. It's just barely not fast enough, it's looking like. Well, it might be just fast enough. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so we want to do... we need to get these belts going here. I can always just upgrade the belts. That's an easy thing to do. There. And then we go down there. Across to there. And then we do a splitter off from here. Do. Bum, bum, ba, ba. Wait, I need to put a belt here so that the splitter doesn't mess up my stuff. Is in Virginia. Target is legit. Target is where I go because it's never as overcrowded as Walmart. They're not quite as cheap as Walmart, but I'm okay with that because, you know, I use their card that gives you like 5% off or something. I'm paying for not having to go to Walmart and deal with the zoo that is Walmart. That's a really accurate description. It's a frickin' zoo, man. Okay, and then we do a merger here. Nice, okay. A zoo is the correct description of Walmart, I have to say. Okay, so I need to do... I need to actually connect these things over here. It's just nicer in every aspect, yes. Except for the prices. I mean, you can't... I mean, that's the whole thing with Walmart. It's always the low price always, and it's because they frickin' underpay their employees and skimp everywhere they can to make all the prices low. I mean, Walmart is the most depressing, most... like, I hated my life more than any other time when I was working at Walmart. Because every day was just a struggle. Just an absolute struggle. I would work my ass off because when I work at places, I work hard. And... oops, I think I did this backwards. Can I actually do a splitter right here? And so many people at Walmart just didn't want to be there, so they would work like terribly. They would avoid doing his work as much as possible. I did do, well, is that opposite? Actually, that's the only one I have to do this way, isn't it? Okay, we'll go with that. That's fine. Again, not completely OCD friendly, but it works. But it works. How long did I work there? 2 years, I believe. Is when I was living in Texarkana, which is why I sometimes go back to sing there. Because the reason I went to Texarkana was not to work at Walmart. It was to teach at the school and sing with the director and orchestra and choir there. But it was not even close. Not even close to a full-time thing. So I worked at Walmart to supplement. When you work as a singer, you do a lot of things to supplement your singing. That's kind of how it works. All right. So let's get the storage going, and then we'll check to see if we need to upgrade belts. Because as this looks now, I like this setup. If I need to upgrade belts, that'll be fine. So this is going to be steel beams. Steel beams. What are steel beams used to make? They're used to make reinforced steel beams. So I think I want to do 2 sets of 8 storage high for this. Yeah, so we'll go this way. You never worked retail in your life, you're so glad. Retail is what I worked for a long time. I need to go back one there. Retail was kind of the thing that I did for a long time, and I'd never, my goal in life is to never have to work retail again. That is my goal in life. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Am I going to go up and then cross? I want to be able to pull from 2. So I actually, how am I going to insert? Because the other thing I did, I actually had it go across, then up, and across and up. I could only pull from one of these at a time. What all are steel beams used to make? Let me check that. You did work in restaurants and it wasn't amazing. I waited tables for like 1 summer, and I don't ever want to do that either. Right, so steel pipes take, so industrial steel beams take the steel beams. Stators take pipes. Motors take stators. Heavy modular frames take encased industrial beams. So from what I can see right now, nothing else takes steel beams. Alright. Your worst OB ever was a septic tank cleaner. You smelled great. Oh my god. That does sound terrible. Okay, so what we're going to do is... I think I might try a different storage thing this time. Let's see if it works if I just have it go the opposite direction. That's too steep, so that won't work. I feel like I should be able to make this work. Well, if I use a thing to go around then to there. Okay. Do I want to try to do some different type of storage here? Let's try something slightly different. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because what I could do is just kind of opposite of what we've done before. Come on. There we go. We go there. And then we go to there. Hello? Oh, they're in the wrong direction, though. I guess I go up to this, then there. And the final output would be up there. I guess that would work, too. Do I want to make it this funky, or do I want to just have it split and go into 2 different places here? You worked at Olive Garden for 7 years? Hey, what's up, babe Merkin? How are you doing? I don't think I would like Olive Garden either. What I'd like to do is have it just... I probably just have it climb to here, go out. Yeah. Oh my god, always Luigi with the 19 months. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, my friend. You are awesome. Okay, I think what we do is just what we normally do for now. We go... Oops. Go here. Up to there. There. To there. You worked on a ship's restaurant, and that was pretty bad because you could not escape the people until you docked. I've had some friends who actually worked, I think, on a cruise ship this summer, like singing. Seems like an interesting gig. And I guess if I just do a second one, have it come across, then work my way down, we'll have this as the output for wherever we want to go. Am I okay with that? I think that'll be fine. Yeah, we'll go with that. This just gives us more maximum storage for steel beams, or more kind of backlog, flow protection. Wow, I am using so much concrete. Holy crap. Do you just build factories in this game? No, you collect resources. I mean, it's like Factorio. It's basically a 3D Factorio. There's a whole world. You do upgrades. You get tech higher. I'm doing a lot of building factories right now because I'm trying to get caught up on automating a lot of stuff for the tech level I'm at. But you explore this world. You fight little aliens. But I would say the main goal of this game is building big factories. That is the main thing you do in this game. Yeah, I could see being stuck on a ship with your coworkers could be pretty bad. If you don't like your coworkers, that could definitely be bad. Alrighty, so we're on our 3rd level right now. We got, these are steel beams. Okay, so we're going, we went to there, so we need to go now down here. So that's 3, 4, 5. Alright, and after we get the storage set up, we're going to look and see how the steel beams constructors are, how our steel is keeping up with our amount of steel beams we're creating. There. So now we got 8 storage containers that will be able to store a bunch of steel beams. You can knock it off when you arrive. You have to prep to come back. Oh, you had to like take extra time to prep on the ship for the next voyage, I guess. All right. Oh, I didn't do output on you. That's why. Crap. Will this fit in there? Damn it. Can't. Well, actually, probably can't afford. Iron plates. Should have gotten down the other side, but it's fine. It's fine. Hey, iron backed up here. That's a good thing. I guess that's for screws. That's cool. These alternate recipes are very good. Okay, so let's go over here. Iron plates over here. This storage is not actually being used anything other than just to store my extra iron plates. So I might actually... Are these iron plates backing up at all? No. I think I actually need to increase my iron plate production with all the plates that reinforced iron plates take. I wish I had taken the reinforced iron plate alternate recipe. I feel like I missed that opportunity. Okay, what was I doing over here? Got all my storage set up. I was... yes, the outpost. Nina Nina! What a name! Thank you for the host. I appreciate that. Faux show rolling in with the egg rolls. Faux show. Pho? That's pronounced pho, right? Pho show? I love your name. Nina Nina. Makes me think of Nina from Breath of Fire. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Welcome to Faux show. Pho show, people. Okay, so it looks like we're getting enough steel ingots with these level 1 belts. Looks like it. We want to check the second one in sequence every time. Aye! Wow, that's great. Did you just get done streaming, Nina Nina? I'll have to give you a follow. I don't think I've seen your stream before. I got it right the first time? All right. How do I follow? Follow with this thing. I'm going to have to go to your channel. How do I go to your channel? Open and pop up. Well, that's a chat. If I get a nice little raid, I always gotta follow. Let me go to your channel. I wish the frickin' chat made it easier to go to a person's channel. Here we go. There we go. That way I can check out your channel sometime. And all of my folks, give Nina Nina here, Nina Nina, a follow. I really appreciate that raid. Were you playing some? I assume you were playing some Satisfactory. Yeah, you wish you chat made it easier to follow. Yeah. And then Anita, thank you for your follow. Appreciate that. All right, let's see what we got here. We got steel ingots going. I mean, steel beams. So if this one at the very end is getting enough steel to work all the way, it looks like I mathed it correctly. Yay! My math for once worked. Math's not my strongest subject. All right, so we got steel beams going. How far are you into Satisfactory? Appreciate the love. Of course, you got to spread that love. Why aren't you going? You know, it looks like my steel beam output actually needs to be a fast belt. It's okay. Let's actually upgrade the steel beams. Usually it's the input that I need to increase, but it looks like okay. That made that. As long as that one's going, the spice must flow. Looks like that fixed the backup. How much steel do I produce a minute? I don't know, Ridgur. I have. I only have one steel plantation. Basically, I have one pure coal mine, and like two normal irons and 2 impure irons going to 4 foundries. I think that was the balance that I found for one pure coal mine that got us the most. But I was actually, as I was setting this up, thinking I might need to get more steel going, actually. All right, so this line is now flowing. Let's make sure all the steel beams are flowing here. If I check the foundry, it'll tell you. Okay. No, these are backing up back here. Okay, if these are backing up, I need this entire line to be fast belts down here. So let's get. Before I do anything else, let me get the belts going here. Let me get the belts upgraded. The output belts. The problem is when you put these mergers on the belt, it won't upgrade the belt inside the merger, I don't think. That's kind of annoying too. I wish they'd change that. I guess I could do a suggestion. Okay, let's see what that does. You just finished automating heavy modular frames. Nice. You are further than I am. Yeah, it's still backed up here. Yeah, it's getting backed up at the mergers because inside the mergers there's a single. I hate that it doesn't upgrade that belt when you do it that way. I hate that it doesn't upgrade the one belt you put it on. All right, so I gotta upgrade this. Hello, belt to belt. What are you doing? Okay, just do this. Cartoonman, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Can I put a merger on that? Can't, so I have to go. Can I do this? No. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay. So I actually think I do need to do kind of this thing here. Alright, well you fit into there. You'll fit into there. So if I do this here, put a merger on it, and then do a slow one there. That should work. Okay. Okay. So, does that fix my throughput there? Okay. So now I need to go back through all these mergers and replace them. Oh, God. I should have just... I didn't know. I thought I'd actually need to put fast belts on the steel ingots. So, yeah, it's going to be backed up until I fix all this. Ugh. God, I hate that it does not upgrade this one little belt. There's one little belt in there. It didn't get upgraded. So it slows everything down. Okay. So I need to do this first. Then I need to do a merger. Put this guy back in there. Be right back. Are you ready for work? All right. All right. Cool. 999. Okay. So I need to get rid of you and you, so I can upgrade you, and then that should just let me put it right back. There we go. Okay. Alrighty, just like 3 more of these to do, or maybe 2 more. When this belt goes over, I'm gonna have to. Well, actually, I think I can do this one fine. Upgrade that guy. Merger. Go. Okay. And this should be the last one. That's getting backed up. Huh. I did do these backwards for my other ones. Apparently it's not quite as exact as Nerd Parade made it sound like for these setups. Okay, and then this one, the output is just going straight there on level 2 belt. Yes. Alright, you shouldn't back up anymore. With what I just did. Well, I guess it'll be a little bit because this is... That's a lot of steel beams we're making. Holy crap. Alright, well that's good. I wanted to create a lot of steel beams because we'll be using a lot of steel beams for... industrial beams and all that stuff. So, before I check my steel production, I'm going to be using... I want to use this last thing to make steel... I want to get the other steel thing automated, which is steel pipes. Because then we're going to do steel pipes plus... No, the alternate modular frame. Steel pipes plus the reinforced iron plates to get modular frames automated. So, let's get the steel pipes going, and then we'll check our steel production. Because we'll definitely need to increase that, I'm sure. So, let's get a foundation for this. So we're going to build on this level. Get on my level. And after this, what I'll probably end up doing, I'll go check my my current steel production, and then I might expand to an extra steel production facility. Okay, and we're going to do the same number of constructors here. You like the clean organization setup you got going on? Thanks, Christopher Wildley. The construction, the assembly line I have going is a build I stole from Nerd Parade on YouTube. My original setup was not good because I'm terrible at planning. If you watch my any of my Factorio, you'll see how bad I am at planning. So I stole their build and I like it a lot. You basically have their big thing was because Satisfactory is like Factorio in 3D, and you have that extra dimension to work with. They wanted to use vertical spaces efficiently or as often as possible, and so they like having the resource and the output, the input and the output on the same line. So I like it too. All right, so all you guys are going to be steel pipes, steel pipage. So I cannot take credit for the original design. I mean, I'm kind of adapting it for my build, but I'm basically copying them. All right, how are we doing on power? Using a lot. We'll expand our power before we go look at our making changes to our steel production. Okay. 2. All right, so power line here for these guys. 1, 2. I can't connect more lines to this connection. What? Oh, whoops! I tried to do that one twice. Okay, my bad. My bad. There. And then 2 for these guys. T for 2 for T. Bum bum bum. Okay, so this is going to be our supply line. Hopefully, I placed my power lines in a good location for getting my supply line through here. So this is going to be just steel on the bottom, and then the output. No, actually, I've been liking the input on the... No, I've been liking the output on the bottom. So we'll have the input be on the second row. So we're pulling from that line there. So poles just too high should be all we need all the way down, basically. This is finally only one input and one output. Okay, I need rods. Some iron rods. This is my current power setup. You can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coal power plants going. No, even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. Wow, I didn't realize how many power plants I had going. And this is our first floor or second floor? This is our second floor. Yeah, this is our second floor. Rods here. Nice. Get a whole bunch of those guys. So first floor is all rod and iron rod and iron plate production, and I think our copper wire. And then second floor is the next tier, and then this is our third floor, which we're finally getting steel going. So I'm liking how the factory's coming together. Hell, it's gelling like Magellan. Is that his name, Magellan? I think that was his name. Okay. Once we get to the supply to the last constructor I can get, make this only be one pole high. Alright, so we do one last one, 2 high. And then this one should just be 1 high, and that's good. Kobo with the 200 bits, thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that very much, sir. Alrighty, so we need to get, so we're going to put the input on the top, the output on the bottom. I'm liking the output on the bottom. Can this just go straight here? Can. Now this one, this is 1 per thing we're making, right? 1 steel ingot. You know what? Should I just do, since this is 1 output line, I feel like I should, from the beginning, have the output be a Mark 1 belt, a Mark 2 belt. But the inputs over there being Mark 1 belts seemed to be enough. Although this one is 1 line, it's not 2 lines like that one is. Or that one is actually 3 lines. You know what? I better just go Mark 2 belts this entire way. Let's not chance it. There, okay. So you're going to be outputting, we're just going to do all Mark 2 belts. Outputting there. And, actually, if I want to input here, I don't think I can do a splitter just on this line, can I? Because it's on an angle. Oh, you can do this on an angle? I didn't realize you could do that. Okay. Too steep though. Yeah. Okay. I think I need to change this line here. Okay, so we need I wonder if I could do something like this. Okay, I could do that. Have it go around to a splitter here. It's not the most elegant thing. This is actually similar to what Nerd Parade had to do on some of their stuff. 1, 2 high. No, other side. So there. And then if I do now feed from here to here, and then do a splitter on here, this should work. If it'll let me do this here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Not the most elegant of things, but yeah, I don't know if 1 line is going to supply enough for this. It depends on how fast these things get put out here. The last line on the end, I might need to have a second row of steel providing for this thing, so we will be prepared to increase that. But that's something we'll need to get more steel input before we can do. Yikes, I'm getting some lag here. I wonder if it's because it's like the coloring in the sky or something. Nope. Nope. Go there. There we go. Okay, so this guy, we need to split off here. The good thing is at least I'm already got Mark II belts, so I don't have to do any like ridiculous upgrade thing or changes. What am I talking about? Getting rid of splitters and mergers to upgrade belts again. Okay. Then a merger right there. I think this can be slow belts though for that. The output can be slow belts, is fine. Did I do that here? Actually, the outputs can be slow belts, so we'll make that a slow belt. And then fast belts after they start merging. I think will be good. Holy lag, Batman. Holy lag. I'm gonna need more reinforced iron plates. Okay, so splitter here. Right there. And then merger over here. There, and slow belt there. Okay. Alright, let me go get iron plates now. Reinforced iron plates for the rest of these belts. Whee! Ouch! Okay, didn't hurt. Alright, where's my reinforced iron plates? They are here, I believe. Yeah. Nice. I wonder how many we've got banked up so far. Oh, that's 2 storage containers full, at least. So does that mean they're getting into the 3rd storage container? Yeah. God, it's so hard to check these things that are taller. Yeah, we're starting to fill 3 storage containers worth of reinforced iron plates. That's what I like to see. I like to see that. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's just complete these belts here first. Approaching other... What? What? It's because the merger... I put the merger before I put the belt. Freaking hell. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, there. That Texas accent coming out. What Texas accent? I don't know what you're talking about. You shut up. I ain't got an accent. You have an accent. You got an accent. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so belt here. Belt there. I will say, sometimes I've lived in Texas long enough. I mean, I grew up in California, so, you know, 9 years of my life, I had the Californian accent. Californians. But once I moved to Texas when I was 9 years old, so there's some times then there's a little bit of Texas twang coming in. I take pride in not being full Texan though, even though most people are like Texas or get out. Texas is like the end all be all or something, but I take pride in not being full Texan. I'm like 50% Texan. Okay, slow guy there. Okay, and then one more, and we go. Don't want to I guess we do fast belt here. Fast belt there. Merger right there. And there. Okay. Alrighty. Now we get storage for these guys. You are true Texans. You are true. Texans are wild with their Texan pride. Oh, it's just because Americans are that way, and Texas takes it to the extreme, I feel like. All right, so if we have 2 full storage things of these pipes, that's what we'll plan on doing here. So we'll do a similar thing to that. I feel like I like that. Okay, where's the green thing to line up? There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Speedy belt. Oh, I almost did what I did right there. I forgot to place this. Okay, so doesn't give it the green light for that one. Oh well. Okay. So there to there, there to in, and then a merger right here. Just it's merger there. There we go. And you're producing. You're producing. Alrighty. So we need the climbing thing to be on this side. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I think these ones can be slow. Once we get it into here, it's fine if they're slow belts. I might need to upgrade these belts at some point. For now, I think this will be fine. Okay. And then organization storage container. We want it to be opposite way, so we'll bring in from the back. And when we need to take these from somewhere, we'll output from right there. And then we go from there across, and then we go back down here, and we got 8 containers storing pipes. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Alrighty. There to there. There to there. There to there. There to there. It's like we're getting good at this game or something. There we go. Okay. So we got pipes and we got beams. So now the question is, are you working at full capacity? It looks like it can't build a pipe faster than our level 2 belts can get steel ingots in there. And it's actually looking like it's balanced just about perfectly. It's getting ingots just slightly faster than it's building them. I like that. So that should mean all these guys are working at 100% efficiency all the way down the line. I like it. I like it. Great. Okay, so now let me see if if these guys are doing the same. The beams are working 100%. Of course, the first ones are because they're the ones that get the initial steel. So it'd be the second ones that might not. 100%. Let's go all the way down the line. Looks like these are working at 100% efficiency too. Nice, nice. All right, we got the steel beams, we got the steel pipes. We'll work on modular frames next with the steel pipes, but I think I want to go check my steel production because now that we're using the steel, I want to make sure. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Ow! I jumped farther than my own good. Jump farther than I know what to do with. Okay. Heal. Oh, I have this inhaler. Yeah, let's use this inhaler that we made before. Okay, apparently there's no animation for the inhaler yet because it just used it and whoops. Used it and didn't show me using it and just gave me my health back. Okay. Alright, so my next tier of stuff I want to get is this logistics, which is motors. So we need to get motors going. Cable, I already have that going. Speaking of, I actually need to get some more cables. So modular frame is the next thing I need to get going. But before I get into higher tier steel stuff, I want to make sure my steel production is going to keep up. Let me look at my resources right now. Okay, I think we're good on stuff if I want to build things. Stuff for things. We got some rotors, these computer chip thingy-majiggers that are way beyond me right now. We'll place these over here. My main goal is to get to the next tier of tech today, which basically once I get modular frames automated, we should be able to make that happen pretty easily. So I'm going to put these, what are these things? Circuit boards in here. Okay. And we got a bunch of Caterium, and we have Caterium coming in, but we don't have anything automated with Caterium yet. So let's go check on our steel production. I want to make sure we're keeping up with our production here. So like, we have a good amount of steel coming in. We have a belt going through each other here. Is that going to bug me? A little bit, but not enough to change it. All right. So let's go see if we can do anything about increased steel production. And I have some overclockers on me. Yeah, with these power shards, I might be able to overclock the steel without having to build extra foundries or anything. I can just make some adjustments. This is one very long steel line, by the way. The alt recipe seems very good. For which? Is there an ultimate recipe for steel? I don't know if I chose that one or not. The alternate recipe for modular frames looks really good, and that's the one I'm going to be using. I feel like these guys are not producing as much as they should. Ah, coal is slightly slow. Okay, so my one pure coal vein is not quite supplying enough. Let me overclock the coal mine, if it'll let me do that. The coal extractor, or whatever it's called. You know what? It might just be the belt. I might just need level 3 belts for this. Because if you're backed up, overclocking you won't do any good. Yeah, I might as well do it. Hello? Put you at 150%. Because Mark 3 belts I haven't even unlocked yet. Because this coal... I wonder if I did a splitter and did 2... I wonder if I did 2 coal lines from this, if I overclocked the thing. I bet you I could overclock this thing, get two coal things, and this would work, since I don't have Mark 3 belts yet. Well, that's kind of what we're already doing here. You're going to the store? Alright, Kobo. I'll be here, my friend. Okay, because yeah, this is completely backed up. I feel like it's faster belts would be the only way to get coal to these 4 foundries. Yeah, because they're not working at peak capacity because they're just barely being slowed down here by not getting the coal quite fast enough. Because I already have a splitter here. If I split it further down the line, would this be able to supply 2 Mark II belts fully saturated is the question. Didn't I unlock some more stuff? I unlocked upgraded power lines that have more outputs. Let me see what other stuff I unlocked. This thing going through the floor here. Do I still have my workbench over here? Yeah, let me see. I'm pretty sure I unlocked a few other things. Power shards, factory bar. I really do need to get the Mark III belts, I think, going. I think when I get back, I'll get those unlocked. Yeah. Mark II power poles. So that just gives you extra lines on it. Okay. Alrighty, let's see if an overclocked pure coal mine with can supply 2 belts here. Well, I'd rather split it. I mean, splitting it closer to the line doesn't seem to... doesn't feel like that would make it any difference. I'm trying to think what I'm trying to do here, because... basically what I'm thinking of doing, splitting it closer to the edge, is the same as it's splitting right here. Because these are 2 Mark II belts, and it's not fully saturating it. I feel like this line needs to be a Mark III belt for me to get this any faster. Because if I split it at the source, it's just going to do this earlier on in the source. Let me do a little bit of experimenting here with splitting back here to see if I can get multiple belts saturated, because I don't think it'll do what I'm thinking I want it to do. So yeah, it does the same thing. So this isn't gonna increase my throughput, I guess is what I'm trying to do right now. it just splits it closer on. So it's only belt upgrades that will do what I want to do, which is get this guy to supply more coal to my foundries. So if I want to get more steel right now, I either need to get level 3 belts or get another foundry set up like this. Let me go get... I think I can build enough stuff to get level 3 belts. I don't know if I have the supplies to make this stuff for level 3 belts, but I should. I've been putting this off too long anyway. Let's go ahead and just get it. I'll just manually make the things. Although I think rotors is one of the things that we needed for that, and we're now automating those. So it's just modular frames I need to make. So steel pipes. I can grab a bunch of steel pipes for the ultimate modular frame recipe. Random conveyor belt. Let's put that on our benchmark or whatever it's called, so I know what I need to grab up here. Okay, so I need logistics, select milestone. Oh, it's the motors. Okay, so motors, to make 50 motors, need lots of stators, and stators is tons of steel pipe. Okay, well we have lots of steel pipes coming up. So steel pipes, and then it's the modular frames. So I just need a whole crap ton of steel pipes. So let's go grab a crap ton of steel pipes. Need lots of wire. Let's actually just put this in there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that will be 10, 15, 20, 25. And then 1, 2, 300 of the wires. Okay. There we go. And then modular frames and motors. Okay, so that's what we need, just tons of pipes for. And I might need more. I think it was copper wire that we need a bunch of. Once I cleared these out, I can actually get rid of that, because this was our original. Are you still making copper wire? I actually don't want you to be making... Oh, wait, no, you're making the cables. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Which I never did get cables going in here. I actually should get cables. I have this extra space here. I could get cables. Could our copper wires over there? Yeah. I actually could get cables going up here now, which I should do. That might be the next thing I do after modular frames, even though it's kind of backwards. Okay. Oh, I made a workbench over here, and I wanted to grab a bunch of steel pipes. All right, look at all those steel pipes going. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh, yeah, down here. So this is actually probably a setup I should do more often. Is have the output be at the bottom so I can grab it, or the final output be at the bottom. Alrighty, let's see if we can get these things. Let's do the alternate recipe for the modular frames first. We got plenty of these. Oh, crap, it didn't tell me that I had enough. All right, well, we over-created those a bit. Okay, so now motors. So each one of these takes... so I need 50 of these. So I need 100 rotors. Let me go get the 100 rotors from where we're making the rotors. Rotors into motors. For voters and poters. Okay, here we go. Grab this. Those are beams. Oh, we're making the rotors downstairs. Damn. Okay, go grab them. I think we're making them downstairs. Is that right? Yeah, right here. So these ones are stored up at the top. So I need 100 of these guys. Oh, I love just seeing a stockpile of the things we're building. I might actually need to increase my iron production too sometime soon. Because our iron plates, I feel like I might actually need to look into how my reinforced iron plates things are doing if they're getting enough iron plates. They might not be with how much we're using now. So we might need to back up a little bit and increase a few things. But once we get Mark III belts, that might be the way to help increase these things. Okay, so I need, what did I say, 50? Yeah, 50 rotors, which I got those. No, 100 rotors, I got those. So I need the stators, and I need 100 stators. And I can make 125, nice. So I need 100 of these guys. Just manually do these. I was kind of waiting till I got all this automated before I was going to turn this in, or do this upgrade, but I shouldn't wait for that. Mark III belts seem like they're going to be too big of an upgrade. The only thing is I feel like it's going to take, I think Mark III belts might require motors, so to like make a bunch of Mark III belts seems like that'll be really expensive. I don't actually know what the recipe is for Mark III belts. Alright, so we're going until we see 50 motors available. Three, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 motors. Alrighty. I do need to take my first break real quick here. So after we make these and turn these in, I'm going to real quick go down. I'm going to stand up, stretch, use the restroom real fast. So let me just get these Mark III logistics things unlocked and see that it gives us, I think, upgraded storage too, which I don't know if we'll need that, but it might be worth using. Okay, did we get it? 50 motors? We got 50 motors. Let's go turn it in. I'm actually curious. Are my iron plates being provided enough for these guys? Oh, looks like you're fine. You all maxed out on iron plates. Okay. Okay. Looks like we should have a bit of a backup on iron plates. And that's what I wanted to see. Okay. Still might not hurt to increase that production at some point, but for right now, we're good. Okay. I do need to increase my power before I do too much more automating. Yeah. We're using about 4/5 of our power up. Okay. 50 motors. 25 of those guys. Well, bam! Mark III logistics.
Milestone reached. Logistics have improved by the means of a container with increased storage capacity and enhanced conveyor belt
efficiency, huh? So that would be... So conveyor belt Mark III. Oh, it just takes steel beams. Oh, we're making those. That's so easy. Okay. All right, that's great. Storage container Mark II. 48 slots compared to 24. So it's double the height and double the slots. Oh, but I guess it's only one input and one output. So you can move things through them faster? Is that like twice as fast? I guess it's fewer belts it takes to move them through. Okay. All right. How many steel beams do I have on me? I have a bunch of steel ingots. Turn these into steel beams. I wish I had an auto button. All right, I'm gonna just make these into a bunch of steel beams right now because we're gonna go upgrade the belt for this coal mine to a Mark III belt. Okay, there's 100. All right, but real quick, before we do that, I'm going to stand up, stretch, use the restroom, take my first break. Thank you all so much for watching. If there's anybody new to the stream, please hit the follow. Hope you guys are enjoying the Satisfactory. I sure am. And I'll be back in just a few minutes, my friends. Thanks you guys for hanging out. Alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed the chair stream. Alright, let me see if I am missing anything here. Okay. Alrighty, so we're gonna go replace some belts to Mark III belts. I might want to just grab a bunch more steel and get while I'm out. I mean steel beams. Nah, let's go. Let's go. Go upgrade that. That will hopefully make these foundries increase their production. I think it should, and I'm pretty sure it will. Alrighty, man, we're getting the steel stuff going today. Feels good. Feels good, man. I still haven't got stone in my base, just on the outside. Round the outside, round the outside. Okay, so we want to upgrade this whole... Oh, wow, this is a long belt. I probably didn't bring enough. Frickin' hell. Conveyor belt Mark III. Might be enough. We shall see. Looks like it might be just enough. Glad I made the extra beams. Okay. Let's see if this is a fully saturated Mark III belt. Okay. Wow. It's actually backed up somewhere. Where's it backed up? I'm going to guess at the splitter. It's backed up at the splitter. Do I need to make these Mark III belts too? I guess I probably do, don't I? Damn. Okay, let's make a few more, steal some steel. Make some more plates here. I should have just grabbed a bunch more of the plates. Okay, let's go just make as many steel plates as I can now, steel beams, to make these guys. Because if I do the belts right after the splitter, that might be enough, maybe. Steel beams. I knew I should have just grabbed more of these before I came out here. Should have known. If I do like right after this first splitter, maybe it won't back it up here. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Oh wait, no, it's because there's a belt and there's one belt right in there. Wait. Oh, this one's Mark II. There. Okay. There we go. Now it's flowing. Alrighty. Let's see if that's enough to get these things going at full capacity. You were going at 69%. Hey, 74. I think this might do it. Yeah, that's slowly going up in percentage. So is that one. 76, okay. Alright, should go up a percentage point every time. The question will be, now we got enough coal. Do I have enough iron? I think the iron is plenty. And so I'm doing this from like 4 different mines. I think the iron is not going to ever get behind. Okay, that should have just upped our production by a lot. I could even overclock these things, I think, now, if I wanted to like zero in on the best amount. If I fully upgrade, overclock this guy to 200%, and see how much steel I can get. This looks like a fully saturated line at 150%, doesn't it? I think there are maybe Mark IV belts, so I'm guessing from a pure coal vein, if I go up to 200%. It doesn't look like I can saturate the belt anymore. I think I'd have to have a Mark IV belt. Wow, look at how fast that thing goes. Alright, so it looks like a Mark II miner on a pure vein, fully saturated, a Mark III belt. And I'm guessing it can, if I overclock it more, it'll be able to saturate a Mark IV belt too. But I'm not anywhere close to getting Mark IV belts, so... whew, look how fast we go. Let us see how much we can overclock one of these guys and keep it at 100%. Wait, why are you at 1%? Why would your percentage be lower? Alright, if I put you at 150%. Basically, I'm going to get the max percentage where we're still getting coal more than we're using coal. Why are you stopping? Do I have power issues right now? I wonder if the overclocking screwed up my power. I did. Okay, I think putting this up to 200% just messed up my power. Whoopsie. Alright, I've finally exceeded my power. I need to go increase my power. Alright, let me fix this. This must use so much power overclocking this to 200%. Go back down to here. 150%. I don't think we overclocked it there. Alright. Whoa! Okay, that is... Okay, I guess... Let's see if 100%... Let me take this thing out. How do I take you out? There. Let's see if just 100% is gonna fully do this thing here. Wow, why am I exceeding my power so much? I have not had power issues for a long time. This is the first time this has actually happened for us. Okay, so let me stop overclocking this guy. I think the overclocking of these two things is what did it. 30.6 megawatts. Okay, let's hit the switch here now. See if that does it. Holy crap. Okay, okay. Well, for a second here, let's turn these guys off. And see where all this power, where all this extra power is coming from. What's happening? Why is it spiking like that? Something screwy just happened. I feel like there's a spike when you turn things back on. Okay, I'm just gonna go increase my power. Let's turn these guys back on. We go increase our power, hit the switch, and it should be good. Damn it. I knew I should have increased my power earlier. Knew I should have done that. That's crazy. This is the first time I've had a power outage since I upgraded to all these coal plants. So all these coal power plants. Let me see. Coal generators. I can make one with what we have right now. I need a bunch more rotors and modular frames. So let's make a bunch of modular frames first. I think I made all those I can make with my regular, my alternate recipe with what I have on me. Okay. Alright, I can make a bunch with these. Let's just go with these. 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's go with that. And then, how many of these guys do I have? Let's make, let me put how many I want to do. I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more of these guys. So, a bunch of rotors. We're just going to make them here because I don't want to take stuff from our stockpile while, so we need 19. While we've screwed up our production here. 19, there we go. And we'll check our stockpile of coal too while we're doing this. 1, 2, 3. Make sure our coal is not falling behind. I don't think it has because I see lines full. Well, you are empty. You're fully stocked. You are... Oh, crap. Maybe this is the issue. Did I run out of coal? Holy crap, I actually... No, I didn't run out of coal. Although... We're going to have more fuel. This coal is good for a while. I'm going to... I actually want to do a splitter going in there, but we're going to get rid of this for a bit. Just to make sure we don't run out of coal, since I'm about to increase our power here. Yeah, because all these things have coal. We just have spiked. We spiked hard. I have these ones all next to each other. No, I had spaces between them too. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Let's build just one and then turn everything on. Then we'll expand to more. Crap, this tree is going to be in the way. Alright. I should just keep my I should keep my tree chopper downer thing on me at all times. Logistics splitter. That's good. Yep. Okay. Coal generator. Oh crap. It's too wide, isn't it? Oh no, it's only one wide. Well, it goes slightly off the edge, I guess. Does it? Yeah, it does just very slightly go off the edge. Okay. I hate it when it won't show me when it's lining up to the side. Why won't you show me? Yeah, because I didn't back up far enough. Okay, there. There it is. Where is it? Where is it? God, I wish there was a way to more easily... it's backwards. A way to more easily nudge these things around. Okay. Frickin' hell. Okay, where is lined up? There's that. There it is. Okay, there it is. There we go. It's the generator going. Power from there to... There, you know what? I could actually use two of our power lines here, but okay. That puts us up to capacity of. Let's let this thing go. Oh, I have to actually bring the coal here. Did I upgrade these to two lines? These are 2 lines. Let me do that for this then. There. These are regular lines, right? Yeah. Okay. So once this goes, we pull the switch and everything should be back on. Why is it still spiking over 600? What the hell? I guess turning things on really frickin' hurts my power grid. All right, let me go chop this tree down. Crap. Must be a huge spike of power. It's like spiking just enough that I can't my stuff won't stay on. This is weird. I've never had this issue before. Get my frickin' resurrectin' thingamajigger. Alright. Tree tropper. And the biofuel. Oh my god. I've been building like crazy and didn't expand my power. I meant to do it earlier and I get distracted because there's so much stuff to do. Let's build all the power plants before we turn it back on, or at least like 2 or 3 more, just to make sure it won't spike harder than it can handle. Okay, all right. So let me do this here. Can I chop you from here? Nope. I gotta fall. Chop you. Okay. Any other trees in the way? Looks like no. So I just need to get back up here. This floating thing. Alright. Just because this looks a little funky, we'll give you some support here. So it looks like you're supported even though it doesn't matter if you're supported or not. Okay. Alright. Okay. This thing away, because it's annoying. Stop growling. When's the last time you played FTL or Slay Spire? Months. So I don't know exactly. It's been a long time. Alright, so how many more generators did I make? 3, enough for 3, so it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've slayed or FTL'd. Because I've been enjoying the kind of building and survival games lately. I've been enjoying the change of pace. Not there. No, that was the wrong one. There we go. But yeah, it's definitely been a while since we played those guys. Okay. All right, let's get the walls next here. Wall conveyor. Go. And then we get the splitters. Logistics splitters. That way. Is that correct? That is incorrect. Actually, it's probably better if I get the generators, because then I think it'll give me the green line on the merger. So let's find out if that's true or not. Turn you around. Okay, is that right? That is not right. I can never place these guys right the first time. Alright, that should be right. And snap there. Snap there. And snap there. I think that's right. Yeah. So if I go from there to there, are you straight? You are straight. Good. Beautiful. Okay. And now when we place the mergers, it should show me if they're in line here. Splitters, I mean. There we go. Wrong. Why don't you turn the right way? Splitter. There. There. You've been playing Slay lately, and Ascension 10 is brutal. Yeah, that's kind of why I stopped Slay the Spire. I was at Ascension 20. And I just kept losing. I couldn't get heart kills on Ascension 20. So I was getting a little frustrated. So I kind of stopped playing that for a while. I'm sure. Oh, what the hell? Nope. I'm sure I will go back to it. Why are you going that direction? What the hell? Is this belt going that direction? No. Then why would you do that? Is this a merger or a splitter? It's a merger. Oh my god. Merger. Alright, that's a splitter. Frickin' hell, man. I am just... You're distracting me. Stop distracting me. No, it's wrong. Frickin' hell, this stupid ass game. Why do you keep changing the direction every time I undo it? Frickin' hell. Can you not save the orientation it was just on? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. I placed mergers, not splitters. Frickin' hell. Every time you redo something in this game, it changes the orientation. I wish it would save orientation of your previous thing. It's so frustrating that it doesn't do that. Okay, that should be getting power coal to all these guys here, right? Nope, because I got rid of this thing here. Who are you Ascension 20 with? All of them. I beat Ascension 20 with every character, but then they added the heart. And so I think Silent was my favorite character, and I think I got a heart kill on a Silent Ascension something, but I can't remember. Well, I mean, I'm a streamer. I play like crazy. When you're a streamer, you play, you know, friggin'... I play about 6 hours a day, so it's a lot easier when you can play all day or all day every day to get, you know, progress in a game. Okay, surely all these generators, 750 capacity. Frickin' finally. Okay. All right. And we're consuming, holy crap, we're consuming over 600. No wonder. Jeez. I might need more coal. I bet if I was able to get the thing upgraded from tractor to truck, that would help me get more coal. But this should be, let's see, this truck is not bringing, or this tractor's not bringing enough coal. I need to do the next, I need to get the next tier going. Is this truck moving? I wonder if he ran out of fuel, actually. No, he should refuel at the other place. Let me go make sure my tractor's pulling stuff. I wonder if he got delayed. Yeah, he's not moving. I bet you he ran out of fuel. Wait, you're not out of fuel. Oh, you are out of fuel. Why are you not getting fuel over here? This thing is supposed to be giving you fuel. You're supposed to be getting fuel from the coal plant over here. I guess the coal plant got shut down for a while because it ran out of power. Well, no, it's supposed to power itself. Although this entire line is all connected, so... Yeah, the fuel thing is full. I should upgrade these belts, because this line is completely backed up. Are you Mark II belts? You aren't. I probably should even go Mark III with these guys. Okay, that's one thing I should have upgraded a long time ago. And I think I might actually do Mark III belts if I go get a bunch of steel beams, which I need to start carrying around with me. Okay, that is Mark II. So this guy's got power here. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, that should increase the amount getting into this guy. I just don't know what the capacity for. Will it do its entire storage? Let me actually wait here. We need to check this, because not having enough coal is a big deal, because that's kind of our starting point. So I think it'll deliver the entire load that's in here. It does. Okay, so it delivered the entire load. I think getting a truck just increases the capacity of it. So the faster I can get coal into this thing, the more coal he's going to get each time. So yeah, let me go get a bunch of steel beams. I'm gonna, and I might actually do a Mark II miner. Is this pure coal deposit up here? Let me check. If it's a pure coal deposit, we're definitely gonna want a Mark II miner here. It is pure. Yes. So let's get the stuff to make a Mark II miner. Do I have the stuff to make a Mark? Oh god, I'm too fast. Do I have the stuff to make a Mark II miner right now? I have everything but the actual miner. Okay. Do I have... I think I have a workbench up here. Hydrate, dude. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. So I just need a portable miner. And I don't think I have enough to upgrade all these belts, but you are fully saturated belt. Let me upgrade the belt first, because until I upgrade the belt, I don't think the miner... Let me do this. Mark II miner. There we go. Logistics Mark III belt. There, and then power. Okay, are you gonna... Okay, I guess you just gotta get charged up here. Alright, let's see. Alright, and then that starts to back up because we have... Okay, let's upgrade as many of the belts as we can to Mark IIIs, and then go get more steel beams. Oh, okay, I'm already out. Alrighty, let's go do it. Get these coal things upgraded. Oh, don't run over me. Actually, can I ride you? Let me drive tractor. Oh, I'm fast, but not fast enough. Yes. Yeah, alright, we pitched a ride. This thing's on autopilot, so... Wait, why are you going slow? Just because I'm on board doesn't mean you go slower. Ah, crap. Apparently he won't go full speed if I'm driving. It's like, oh, you want to drive? Fine. Why? I'm just the autopilot. Look at me over here. Look at this guy. Thinks he could drive me. Yeah, I need to increase the capacity of my coal stuff. I should have done this a while ago too, but I didn't have the Mark III belt. So if I get the Mark III belts going all the way down from the miner down to the storage, I will be able to get a lot more coal per trip. And that's what we want to do since I'm actually using a lot of coal now for power. Alright, so let me go grab a whole bunch of steel beams. which we should have a ton of. Wow, we're already starting to max out some of our things with steel beams. That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting a ton of steel beams because I think using Mark III belts is something we're going to want to do for a while now. All right. Well, in certain positions, we were going to want to do that. All right, let's go. So increase our steel production by getting those Mark III belts. I wasn't able to overclock because overclocking overcharged my power. Where am I going? There it is. So I'm probably not going to mess with steel production anymore. I think we have enough steel production at the moment. I want to get the modular frames automated today. So that's what we're going to do next. And I'll probably get an easy one that I hadn't got automated yet. The cables. Because I had those, I still have those automated down in my main base, so I wasn't feeling like I needed to get that done, but I should get that done in my main factory, my main base factory. Alrighty, so let us upgrade all these guys to Mark IIIs. And the storage one here, so this one. Fuel one's not as important. Because as long he'll get the 100 fuel, no problem. Alright, so that's a fully saturated Mark III belt. So overclocking wouldn't do any good until we get Mark IV. So let's see how much we get per trip here. So he just took a load. I want to see how much he's going to get per load now. See how much Mark III belts upgraded from Mark I's will increase. Should increase it by a stack or two, I feel like. That is just flying in there. You really like the auto truck system? Me too. I'm using it here and on Caterium. Like I said earlier, I'm not actually using Caterium to make anything yet, but I have a truck system stockpiling some Caterium ingots. I think I'm smelting the ingots at my base. So I have them at my base. I just haven't got around to crafting anything with them yet. Oh man, yeah, we should have a couple extra stacks by the time the truck gets here. So this will hopefully help our coal income by a good chunk here. Come on down, sir. I'm surprised how well the autopilot thing works, honestly. So almost 5 stacks. And then he gets the fuel. Okay, nice. All right, we're gonna leave you running. That should increase our fuel. I don't know what the percentage is between belts. Like if Mark II is twice as fast and Mark III is twice as fast. I don't actually know the percentages on those. All right, but our goal now is I want to get the modular frames, cables, both automated. Holy crap! And then we're gonna look at trying to see if we've stockpiled the things we need for the next tier of upgrades. So hopefully this fixed our power issue. What I would like to see is to start banking more coal in here. This one's banking. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, it's this was supplying, this storage thing was supplying our power. Now we were kind of running out. So what I did was I swapped this entire tower to bring coal over to our other truck system, and we kind of diffused our coal, but we didn't actually lose power. It was just we overused our power. How is our power looking now? I feel like I should just get more coal power plants. I don't want to have that happen again because I spiked above 600. Everything's running. So, I wonder what's making it spike that high. How much does each power plant give? 50 megawatts. Let's do 2 more. Actually, I made enough to make 2 more, and I just didn't make the 2 more. Let's make 2 more, and we should be good on power for the rest of the day at least, hopefully. Because I will be doing some assemblers. Hopefully it'll be enough for the rest of the day. We'll find out, I guess. This is a lot of power plants. I need to somehow increase. Can I overclock these guys? What happens if you overclock a coal power plant? Because it can't use more power, it can only produce more power. This is probably the best thing to overclock, would be the power plants if I can. What happens if it would probably use more coal is what it would do. So, does it describe exactly how it works? So, it's not actually working at 100%. Why are you not working at 100%? I guess because it doesn't need to supply that much power. What does overclocking this do? So here's the question. Is overclocking a coal power generator better than just building another coal power generator? Does anybody know? I should look that up. Because I don't know if it'd be better to overclock these as much as I can or build new power generators. I'm actually going to see if I can. I usually don't do stuff like this, but because my power has been an issue, let me Google. Google, tell me. Satisfactory power production. Overclocked production buildings consume polynomially more or less power while production speed decreases linearly. Overclocking power generators increases the power output at a loss. Overclocking 1 to 200% will result in 170% of its original power output. Fuel consumption is still proportional to power consumption. So it sounds like it's not better. It increases their power output at a loss. So overclocking to 200%. Christopher Wildley, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Sounds like it will use 200% coal, but only give you 170% power. Is that right? Coal has less energy per item and per stack than biofuel, but it's much easier to acquire in bulk. Coal generators can be supplied via belts to allow them to run indefinitely. Okay. Oh, there's geothermal. I haven't got that yet, though. And they're planning to do nuclear reactors. That's great. So it looks like fuel generators the biomass burners are actually the most efficient, but you have to supply it yourself, which is what's not good. Okay. Well, then it looks like overclocking is not as good as just building new ones. So let's get rid of this. I don't know how to figure out the math, so it looks like you could. Looks like you can kind of cheese that, because when you take out the thing, it doesn't get rid of the overclocking. But let's build the last 2 generators that I made supplies for. Just so I'm not carrying these extra supplies, and I'll have more maximum power. Even though we're not using all our power right now, we're about to build a bunch more whatchamacallits, crafters, constructors, and assemblers. So that's for 1. One more. Okay. Okay, so one more here. I'm just building out over thin air. Who needs physics? Or support, or logic? Not this guy. Not this guy. All right, walls. Conveyor. Go. Is that right? That is correct, okay. And then we'll do the actual generators themselves. Coal generator. That's lined up. And that's lined up. That's backwards. Why don't you save? Why do I have to turn you every time? Freaking hell, man. That's not. I wish there was a better way to nudge these things. This is so hard to get it exactly right. And, okay. Jesus, man. So freaking sensitive. Okay, so that's right there. Ugh, god damn it. Frickin' go. Okay. Jesus, it's hard to get these where I want them to be. Okay, that looks good. Alright, that's good. There we go. There we go. Splitters, not mergers. Splitters. Correct orientation. There, okay. Get this right the first time this time. There we go. Splitter. Splitter. Belt. Mark II belt. Mark II belt. Coal is coming in. Alright. And power poles. Okay. We should be set for power for a while. We should not have to worry about power for a long time. Hopefully, well, at least not for the rest of the day, is the plan. Okay. So now maxed out at 850 power. Almost double of our usage currently. Almost double. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Let's hope with our increased coal production too, our transportation, we'll be able to supply all this stuff. We have a lot of excess coal back there, so we should be fine. But that's, you know, famous last words and all. So let's go. Let's get modular frames going. So modular frames, and then we'll go back down to the cables that I haven't got done yet. So we got steel stuff going here. Great. Got steel stuff, and we're going to be using the pipes for modular frames. So I need this stuff to be able to make 4 assemblers. Have I found oil yet? Oh, is oil a thing? No, I haven't found oil yet. I haven't looked super hard. I don't have the ability to scan for that yet. So I'm assuming that's the next tier up from where I am right now. Alright, so the alternate modular frames, steel pipes, and reinforced iron plates. So I need to get reinforced iron plates up to this level, have the steel pipes. Which direction? I think I'm going to want to come from that side. I think my reinforced iron plates are down there, so let's plan this out here. I can have it come in right here. Yes. So walls, conveyors. Fucking hell. There we go. So I want it to come in there. So I need to get reinforced iron plates from... Oh, that's actually pretty close. That should be pretty easy. Okay. So I believe... Yes, okay, so that's the reinforced iron plates right there. I'm going to want a wall conveyor right there. You'll get 3 times the power from it? Okay, well, I'm working... Once I get these modular frames automated, my goal is to get the next tier of technology. So, okay, so reinforced iron frames are only on one thing. Oh, we're actually using up a lot of our steel pipes now, or iron rods. Not completely used up, but we are using them. Oh wait, no, that's the bonus one. Okay, so that's fine. All right, so going up to the top, perfect. So if I go from this one, I don't think I'll need a fast belt. So if I go from there directly to there, and just get that up top there. I want it to get up there, so if I kind of climb over and then back up, that should work. Or I could do what we did in the other one, have it come out. I kind of like that idea. T-junction. Okay, so what we want to do is have it go... Oh, this is actually... Are these lined up? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so what I want to do is... Foundations out about 3 here, I think. So basically we need to climb it halfway up and then halfway back across. I think going like... about right here, I think might be where I need it to be. Kind of eyeballing this from what we did before. Go extra just to make sure. So we're trying to go from here. What's the highest one you can go to? Looks like that one there. Can't afford. Alright, iron plates. Iron plates. Don't tell me I can't afford something. I'll afford it all day. I'm rich. Rich in iron plates. You'll say my build is looking good? Why, thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said earlier, I can't take credit for a lot of the assembly line stuff because I copied Nerd Parade's assembly line setup. Again, I've adapted it, so I have worked a lot of it, but like this little setup here, this climbing belt, I copied from them, and so lots of stuff I've copied, but from their OCD Factory series. So definitely check that out if you like the build I'm doing. They talk about how to build all this stuff. All right, so that's iron plates, and these are the pipes. Am I going to need iron pipe or steel pipes for other things? I feel like I will. So what I think I'm going to do is go 3 high here. I think I'm going to have a splitter come off from here so I can possibly have stuff go other places if needed. So if I do a splitter, like I'm going to want to output on the bottom. So if I do that, how would I want to do this? I kind of want to split it and then climb up to, you know what, I think I actually want this one to go to the top. So if you go up there, I'm going to want you to go there, but I want to split it off so I can get more pipes to other production if needed. So if I go like, get like a half foundation here. Actually, let's go full foundation here. Full foundation in height. I guess I can't do that. All right, this should work though. Just trying to not bonk my head on this thing. So splitter. We want you to go like this. Will I need a fast one for this? Actually, I might need a fast one for those. let me look at the recipe again for this thing. I think we all have done that to a point. Yeah. Yeah, copying builds is kind of the way to what you have to do in games like this. Okay, it's the same amount. It's 6 to 6. So the question is, will I need Mark II belts to get these things here fast enough? Probably for the supply line I will. So let's go ahead and do the Mark II belts from the beginning here. So you go in. You go in there. Okay, that splitter's kind of in the way, but at least I can walk under it, so that's not terrible. All right, so I am going to turn you to Mark II belt here. What? A belt disappeared. That's a bug. And then I need the one going from here into there. That one. Hey, we are actually banking up these reinforced iron plates. That's great. About to start using them, but that's nice that we have a big stockpile. So I'm glad I did all this stuff before I got to this point. Okay, so there we go. So that is reinforced iron plates and the pipes. So now I need to get the actual platform set up here. Okay. Okay, I think it's just going to be better to go this way. These are going to be assemblers. Well, and I also say that so I can give credit because they're I'd never seen Nerd Parade YouTube channel before I started looking up Satisfactory stuff. So, okay, I'm gonna need more concrete. I'll go grab some before we get into this. Can I make assemblers with what I have on me, or do I need to grab stuff? I'm gonna need modular frames and rotors. Okay, I can grab the rotors from up here. Let's go get the concrete with the rotors. And then we'll build the assembler, the modular frames. Enough to make 4. Okay, my concrete's out here. Bam. Whee! Okay. I do not want leaves. Huh! You can just throw it on the ground. And I do not want wood. Anything else I got on me I don't want? Why did I make a miner and not use it? Oh, because I built a miner to make a Mark II miner, and then I just disassembled the other miner and got the miner back. Okay, so I need the modular frames, which I can use my current upgraded setup to make, or the alternate build, which is better if I have the steel pipes. Okay, so I want to make, let me just put these on my thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 12 modular frames. Can I do the alternate one? Yes. 3, 6, 9, 12. And we just go grab a stack of rotors from our automated setup of rotors. It's funny, I'm all about function over form. And so I haven't even completed like the walls on like the first level of my factory. So it's like I have rotors are downstairs, aren't they? Yes, they are. I have this great setup that's so good, except that it's not actually, you know, nothing's complete. You can, it's like everything's a cross section. Is this rotors? No, that's wires. Where am I putting the rotors? Oh, they are up on the top floor, aren't they? Can't keep track of where I put all my stuff. Rotors. Oh, that's steel. Where are you, rotors? Or maybe they're down at the other end of my bottom floor. This is steel and... Is this just steel? I can't even remember what I have in these different places. Okay, so it's got to be on this level down here. Why am I not seeing rotors? Because I probably looked the wrong way. They're over here, aren't they? Yep, here they are. Okay. Take a stack of you. Alrighty, let us go. We now have the stuff to make our assemblers. Okay. All right. So let's figure out how we want to do this. Let's get these guys across here. Our stackable poles. 2, 3 per row here. Output and 2 inputs. You could probably do this with not as many of these poles. Oh, really? Missing iron rods. Alright, can I just make some rods real fast? Just use up my iron ingots that we have on us. I don't actually want to be carrying any of those around. Okay. Okay. This takes 2 per. I might not have enough. I might need to go actually pick up some more. Actually. If only I had. Damn it! You stack those on top of each other. If only I had robots from Factorio that were delivering me stuff as they use them up. That would be great. Okay. And we'll just do 1 here. So what I'm thinking of doing is, since these are all raw materials over here, and I don't want to use up any more space over there, except if I add more steel, is having the output going the opposite direction. So have the output go this way, and then we store them on here with our other finished products. I think I like the idea of doing that. So that would mean, excuse me, having the storage for these be right here. Maybe I try a Mark II thing for, oh, I need the reinforced steel beams for that, and I don't have any of those on me. All right. I'll just do 1 storage thing here for now. I'm going to just need to get more stuff. So we want the end to be there like that. Yeah, so that's, I think, where we'll store. And so that means we want output to go this direction onto this line, then across here. So that means assemblers are you going to be able to go from there directly to there? Okay, you will. So if I start my assemblers right here, production assembler, for the outputs there, I would want it to be like, I think the spacing we used was that. Will that work? Is that how the other one was? That was how the other one was? I don't know that I like that as much. Well, okay, I think this will work. Because basically what we did was we put... this is a little different because we had the output right there. Okay, so what if I did... Getting the output set up before the input, but I'm kind of okay with that. God, freaking iron rods. Give me the rods, Jesus. Always out of frickin' something. Frickin' something. Here. 300 rods. Now stop whining. Let me build my stuff. Let me build my stuff. Okay. So. Okay, this should work fine. If I go... not there. Wait, yes. Was that right? That was right. Actually, wasn't it? Yes. Can I put a merger just right on top of you? If I put a belt right there, I bet you I can. There. Too steep, really? Is it really too steep? Really? Really are you too steep? Okay. Alright, what if we do just a merger just right here on the floor? Logistics, I don't really like the idea of putting this right on the floor, but this will work. Can I go from there to there? That was curved. I almost think I need to put this assembler back a space or move the storage over one. My problem with moving the storage over one is this is my entrance here. Can I move my entrance over one space? You know what? If I don't have any more storage here, I could do that. Let me do that. Let me actually move my... Well, it's lined up with my other levels here, though. Let me see if I can actually do this with what we have over here. Actually, it's fine if we do it this way. Okay. Just for my own OCD, I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to change this. We're going to have this go up this way. Organization, ramp. That so I can put the storage here, and that'll make this work better. And let's put rails on this so I don't fall off while making too much of a turn. There we go. Okay, so now I can move this. I'm going to have this storage. I'm going to have this one, but it's going to be turned around the other way, I think. So with that, we should now be able to go like this. And hopefully with this we can make another merger happen. So my plan is to have this going out this direction. So if I put a merger right on this thing, logistics, splitter I mean. No, not splitter. Yeah, I want to merger out from this thing a bit. This splitter thing might throw me off here. I feel like I do want this to actually be on the top level now. Because I want to be able to do this. This over to here, yeah. And then a merger right there. So I can't place a belt until I do that. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do this deal. I think I need to climb it some. So you are going to be like this. So that still works. So I need to get from there to up here while adding a splitter. Do I really need to add a splitter? The way I have my steel set up, I do. Because I have these combined. This was one thing I was worried about. I wanted to have, if I want to have two outputs for this thing. Would need to have, I wonder, let's see if I went from there to there. There. Okay, I think I'm going to have to climb this thing a little bit, which I don't love. I think that's what we're going to have to do. A little pole climbing, stacking thingy here. See if this works. So can you climb each other here? Just got this game 2 days ago. You have a long way to go. Thinking about just restarting from scratch now that you know the basics. It's not a bad idea. There are times when I wish I had done things differently, but the good thing is about it, you can break everything down for no cost. So too steep and encroaching others' clearance. It's going to run into that. How am I going to get this up? You know what? I almost feel like I need to change the way I have these belts so that the output's up at the top. If I did that, I think that would be much easier. Let me see if I can just do that. Because the way this storage is, if I just swap around the way this is going, I think this will work. So it's going up.